This passion project is supported in 2 different ways. Number 1, through a partnership with Red H Nutrition. If you'll stick around to the end of the episode, you'll hear me interview the owner of Red H Nutrition about one of my favorite products. You can also use code RUNLIFTMOM for 10% at checkout off any Red H Nutrition product. Number 2, it is through my efforts as a Zia Active independent representative. If you guys want to join my new release text on Wednesdays, I want to keep you running, lifting, and momming instead of stuck to your device screen. You can just go to newreleasewednesday.com. You'll be added, and then I'll send you a text with my new release pick of the week on Wednesdays, and then also a health tip that you can use that day. That's newreleasewednesday.com. Thank you for listening. Welcome to the Run Lift Mom podcast, where we're talking about running, lifting, and momming, not necessarily in that order. Today, we're going to be talking about something that supports all 3, and that is healthy nutrition. I have got registered dietitian Jennifer Littau back on the Run Lift Mom podcast for a question and answer episode. A few weeks ago, I asked the audience over on Instagram for your biggest nutrition-related questions. You gave them to me. They were awesome. We chose 4 of them, and Jennifer is going to answer them. Without further ado, Jennifer Littau, registered dietitian. Question number 1 for our dietitian, Jennifer. This is from L. Redmond 2015 over on Instagram. What's the most common mistake people make to cause them to fail at their diet?
I would have to say the common mistake would be committing to a nutrition plan that is not sustainable for the rest of their life. So one that is restrictive, cuts out food groups, cuts out your favorite foods even, and causes you to be miserable will not work long term, and you will fail. So you have to ask yourself, is this something that I can maintain for years to come? Can I implement this on my family's vacation? What about out at X restaurant for my friend's birthday party? It has to fit your unique needs and lifestyle in order for you to stick to it long term, be happy, and successful.
Question number 2 for our dietitian, Jennifer, and this is from Ashley UNC over on Instagram. Do athletes have different dietary needs than those who aren't as active? If so, what are they?
I'm going to say yes, dietary needs are different, but it depends upon many factors. So for one, it will depend upon the type of athlete. So for example, marathon runners would not need the same caloric intake or macronutrient breakdown as an Olympic weightlifter. And let's take an active mom, for example, who walks 3 miles a day would not eat the same as a collegiate swimmer. So dietary needs are and will be different for each of us, right? Regardless of us being an athlete or not. So it's important to consider many things, like our age, our activity levels, our blood work, medical history, stress levels, hormones, sleep, and so on. There's so many things that are going to impact our dietary needs. So if you are looking for an individualized plan that fits your needs and your body, then I highly recommend contacting a registered dietitian. So in my private practice, I specialize in behavior-based nutrition coaching and lifestyle programs where each of my clients are different and have unique needs.
Now, we're at question number 3 for Jennifer. This is from Liberty Claire over on Instagram. Intermittent fasting. Is it truly the best way to help your digestive system and lose weight?
Intermittent fasting is not the best way to help with digestive health and weight loss. So like I said in my response to question number 1, a nutrition plan that fits your lifestyle, your unique nutritional needs, and wellness goals will be the one that works best for you. If, however, intermittent fasting works for you, then stick to it. But in regards to digestive health, focusing on food quality and nutrient density is what can aid in healthy digestion. So nutrients like fiber are super important for GI health, and women need at least 30 grams a day of dietary fiber. So foods like whole grains, fresh vegetables, and herbs, some fruits even provide specific enzymes that aid in digestion. Nuts and seeds, as well as fermented foods like sauerkraut, for example, or even prebiotic foods like garlic and onions. So in sum, there is not one specific diet that is the end-all, be-all for digestive health. What you want to do is focus on a balanced diet that encompasses fresh, wholesome, nutrient-dense foods, drink plenty of water, and let's not forget movement, as this too can aid in your digestion.
And finally, question number 4 for our dietitian, Jennifer Littau. This is from Mindful2BU over on Instagram. Low fat versus low carb for weight loss. Which is better?
Both can work, honestly. Power of portions for the win, but let me say food quality definitely matters. So I think it is important to understand first that 1 gram of carbohydrates equates to 4 calories, and 1 gram of fat equates to 9 calories. So fat will have more calories per gram, so we want to keep that in mind. So when you consume fat, we want to be sure to consume healthy fat sources like our monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. So specifically, omega-3 fatty acids. So these fats are essential as the body does not make them, so it's imperative that we get them from our diet. Bonus points is that they aid in inflammation and many other awesome functions. So implement foods like salmon, sardines, walnuts, flax seeds and chia seeds and hemp hearts. I love adding them to smoothies or an oatmeal bowl or even salads. As for carbohydrates, we want to aim for high fibrous foods like oatmeal, whole grain food sources, vegetables, and of course beans. So fiber is the part of the plant that our bodies cannot digest or break down. So this keeps us fuller for longer, and it's savory, it's more satiating, and it can aid with weight loss. But at the end of the day, either can work, but the most important question to ask yourself is what works best for you. And can you stick to it for the long haul?
Hey, Run Lift Mom listeners, I wanted to let you know there's a giveaway going on associated with this episode. Over on Instagram, Jennifer and I have partnered up to give away a pair of high-rise, light and tight pocket capris. You guys, these are the OGs. They're the best pair of pants we have. So you can connect with our accounts. I'm runlift.mom. She's A Balanced Life RX. Again, that's A Balanced Life RX. I will put details in the show notes. So swipe up depending on the player you're in or click details to learn more. You're going to go hang with us on Instagram, runlift.mom, A Balanced Life RX, win ya some light and tights. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for coming on and answering our questions about nutrition. I think you guys can tell that Jennifer's vibe is very long-term for longevity. What can you stick to? Let's not get crazy and eliminate and punish yourself with food. I love that. She sees food as fuel. We worked together in a former life, and I can tell you guys, she is the real deal. She's the gold standard. Until I get into your earpiece again, remember, for while bodily training is of some value, godliness is of value in every way, as it holds promise for the present life and also for the life to come. That's from 1 Timothy 4:8, and this has been the Run Lift Mom podcast. All right, I've got Katie Danger with Red H Nutrition. Katie, we know that good health starts in the gut. Can you tell me a little bit about adaptogenic symbiotic?
Yeah, I'm going to reiterate your point, Susie. Health starts in the gut, and that's why the adaptogenic symbiotic is so important. It's complete digestion support. We've got the 3 most abundant gut flora for the probiotics. So we've got 6 billion CFUs, colony-forming units. We have a prebiotic fiber, which helps feed those probiotics so they can do the job they need to do. And then we also have invertase included, which helps with any bloating and gas and indigestion you may be experiencing. So we've got this proactive approach and we've got the reactive approach. So if anybody's experiencing any gas, bloating, or just wants additional digestive support, the adaptogenic probiotic is the all-in-one solution for that.
Hey, Run Lift Mom listeners, you know I'm the mom of 4 kids under age 5, and therefore I am always looking for ways to work smart, not hard. Anchor is the smartest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you why. First of all, there are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, but Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you, so then it can be heard on places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and a whole lot more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It is quite literally everything you need all in one place. And y'all, it's free. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thank you for listening to the Run Lift Mom podcast. This show began as a passion project in February 2019 as a way to uplift other women in the areas of running, lifting, and motherhood. I have been blessed by this project, over 30,000 listens, and I have great relationships with the guests who have come on this show, as well as you, dear listener. Listeners, if you can rate, review, and subscribe, that really helps other folks find the show. Also keeps my show sponsors happy. Thank you for being a part of the Run Lift Mom podcast. You guys, I'm thrilled to announce a new partner on Run Lift Mom, and that is Audible. I've been an Audible member for over 10 years, and my favorite part, hands down, it's the gift of time. I use the free app to take notes as I'm doing my long run and I hear something fantastic, and you are going to love it. If you want to try Audible free, visit audibletrial.com/runliftmom. That's RUNLIFTMOM. Again, for a free trial, visit audibletrial.com/runliftmom.